you've been trying to sell art prints of your work online, if you don't have followers, or even if you do have followers, selling art prints online is tough. I'm a full-time artist. I make 80% of my income from selling my art prints, like this one. It's called Cuddle Puddle. It's of one of my cat paintings. It's so cute. But I make 80% of my income selling art prints, both at in-person events like art fairs and online. So in this video, I want to give you some of my best tips to save you time and help you increase your art print sales online. First, there's the wholesale marketplace called Faire. If you're unfamiliar with what wholesale is, because I know a lot of beginners watch my videos, wholesale is when you are selling your art prints directly to a retail store. In my case, I make animal paintings, so I sell animal art prints. And on Faire, I've been able to reach out and sell my prints to all sorts of retail stores throughout the United States and Canada. It's been amazing for my business. I'm selling more on Faire these days than I do on Etsy, which I never thought I would be able to do. Part of it's because Etsy has really went downhill, honestly. I mean, it's hard to sell anything at all on Etsy these days because it's so flooded with different shops. Faire has a lot less competition when it comes to sellers on there. So you actually stand a chance at showing up in search results when companies are looking for work to purchase. And Faire is absolutely free to upload all of your listings. Now, if you do sell something, you give them a commission, which that's fair, but if you don't sell anything, you're out nothing for uploading all of the art prints you have available to their website. Now, I would like to make clear that you can really only afford to sell your art prints on Faire if you are making them yourself. And so if you are using print on demand to make your art prints, selling on Faire is not really an option for you. But I do have a playlist that shows you exactly how to make your own art prints. You can check the link for that and the link to Faire in the description of this video. Moving on, the next website to check out is Mercari. If you've never heard of Mercari, it is a place to sell your work. It's kind of like Etsy, a little bit like eBay, maybe a little bit like Craigslist. And just like Faire, Mercari is absolutely free. The only time you pay any fees are if you actually sell something on their site. That said, one of the downsides to Mercari is that there are a lot of garage sale-like items on there, a lot of really cheap stuff. And so if you are selling art prints that are expensive, Mercari is not the place for you. But if you do have really affordable prints, let's say in the $15 or $20 range, and that would include shipping, you can sell a lot of them on there. Beyond all of this, one of the great things about Faire and Mercari is that you don't need a following. You don't need to bring people and bring traffic onto their platforms to purchase from you, to get a sales history, to then get them to push your products out to potential shoppers. This is how Etsy is these days, because Etsy is a very valid place to try to sell your art prints. But the thing is, if you don't have a following or you can't drive traffic there to get sales in some way to jumpstart your shop, your listings probably aren't going to get shown to potential shoppers. So if you're going to use Etsy, eBay, or even Amazon Handmade for that matter, and you don't have a whole bunch of followers to like send to their platforms to buy your stuff, to get your accounts going, then what you have to realize going into it is that you are going to have to pay for ads to get your shop put to the surface, to the top of search results. But you have to do it strategically because you can waste a lot of money on Etsy ads in particular. It's hard to manage the Etsy ads because they don't give you a lot of options. On Amazon Handmade, they give you more options on the ads. eBay's ad platform is better because you don't pay for the ad unless you sell something. But there is in general less traffic on eBay for purchasing art. At least that's my experience. I know selling art prints can be challenging and it can be frustrating at times, but you just have to have patience with yourself and start with one revenue stream at a time. So decide which one. Do you want to start selling on Faire or Mercari or Etsy or eBay or Amazon Handmade? Pick one, list all of your art prints on there, then move on to the next one, because the more revenue streams that you have in place for selling your art prints, the more likely you are to be able to support yourself as an artist off of those sales. I think artists sometimes go into this thinking, hey, I should be able to just upload a few things on eBay or Etsy and then I have all these sales. Well, it doesn't really work that way. In order to get your work out in front of as many people as possible, diversifying the amount of marketplaces that you're on is the best way to make enough sales to support yourself. Well, at least these are some of the things that have worked for me. If you'd like to know the very best printer on the market currently to make art prints, you can check out this video here. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.